Exactly, Jess. Thank you. We're at the Maple Crest Apartments on the north side of town, and I know I'm far away and I know it's dark, but that's to illustrate a very important point with these airsoft guns and with what JSO has to deal with. We have measured out 25 feet, okay, with this tape measure. That illustrates the point. That's the distance that JSO says, according to our investigation, according to witnesses, the officer, Josh Livingood, was from this 14-year-old who had an airsoft gun, something like this. So 25 feet away. It's not a real gun, but in a matter of seconds, can you really tell the difference? An airsoft gun, again, more or less a toy type gun, looks a lot like the real thing, right? Except this has an orange tip and shoots 6mm plastic BBs. That could provide a problem if a JSO officer is responding to some sort of call out, which is what happened here. In fact, late last night, about 11:30, when JSO was called out to these townhomes, these apartments, for a disturbance. Well, that officer, Livingood, responding, seeing the 14-year-old with this airsoft gun, a type of airsoft gun, not exactly like this, but Director of Investigation Tom Hackney with JSO says it was essentially, it looked like a hand cannon. So how difficult is it, according to him, to determine, these well-trained officers, the difference between this type of weapon?
It's very difficult. I mean, I'm talking 25 some odd feet. It's half an inch. It's dark. And you've got all these physiological factors going on that, you know, there's the body's reaction to stress to pinpoint, is it orange or not? That kind of looks orange. It's not the time, and you don't have the ability to do that, because at the time that you may be trying to discern orange from not orange, or is that looks like a toy gun? It couldn't be. You could be dead.
It's got to be tough. I mean, look, you see the orange here. The gun that was used by this 14-year-old, according to JSO, did have that orange tip, but its quick reaction that took the situation and 25 feet away in this type of lighting must be tough. As for that 14-year-old in the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries, 6 shots were fired. According to JSO, he took 1 in the leg. As for the officer Livingood, he will be on leave as per protocol with JSO until an internal investigation can be carried out. But I want to talk a little bit more about these airsoft guns. Considering it is the holiday season, the Christmas season, if you're going to go to any sort of sporting goods store, you got to be 18 years old to buy one like this. You can get it anywhere. I got this one tonight at Dick's Sporting Goods, for 30 bucks. Got the BBs along with it as well. Keeping in mind, there have been 3 shootings like this very recently, one in San Francisco, one in Texas, and the most popular one of all out of Cleveland, Ohio, Tamir Rice, a 12-year-old, carrying one of these guns, this time with the black tip, or the orange tip painted black, where it looked even more like a real weapon. So it's a conversation that you gotta have with your children, your loved ones. If you do get this for Christmas, you gotta have that conversation. Meanwhile, from the north side, I'm Louis Turner, First Coast News, NBC 12, ABC 25.